Picture this. I'm outside a conference room, clutching my notes, heart pounding, about to present to senior leaders for the first time. That tightness in your chest, the voice whispering, "You're not good enough." We've all felt it. But here's the truth. Even the most successful people have been there. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build, starting now. Let's dive in and learn how to boost your confidence, because you deserve it. Growing up, I was never the first to raise my hand. I always admired those kids who seemed to have all the answers. The ones who fearlessly volunteered, their hands shooting up like rockets. I, on the other hand, preferred to stay in the background, observing, analyzing, but rarely participating. It wasn't that I didn't have thoughts or ideas, but a deep-seated fear held me back. Or volunteer for anything risky. The thought of failing, of being wrong, of being judged was simply too overwhelming. So I opted for the safe route, the path of least resistance, always letting someone else take the lead. This pattern continued throughout my school years and even into my early career. I shied away from opportunities that pushed me outside my comfort zone, always finding excuses to avoid the spotlight. When I landed my dream job, I looked confident on the outside, ready to take on the world. I practiced my handshake, perfected my elevator pitch, and even bought a new suit to project an image of competence and capability. I wanted to make a strong first impression, to show my new colleagues that I was the right person for the job. But inside, I was terrified of being exposed as a fraud. The imposter syndrome hit me hard. I constantly worried that my skills and experience were not up to par, that I would be discovered as a phony, and that my dream job would quickly turn into a nightmare. This fear gnawed at me, creating a constant undercurrent of anxiety that made every task feel like a monumental challenge. That first big presentation, the one that could make or break my career, I barely slept, tossing and turning, replaying every possible scenario in my head. I envisioned myself stumbling over my words, forgetting key points, and ultimately failing to impress my audience. The pressure was immense, and the fear of failure was paralyzing. Almost called in sick, anything to avoid facing my fears. The temptation to simply disappear, to escape the pressure, was incredibly strong. I even rehearsed my sick voice, trying to sound convincing enough to get a day off, but forced myself to show up. I knew that giving in to my fear would only make it stronger. I took a deep breath, reminded myself of my strengths, and walked through those office doors, ready to face the music. My voice shook, I stumbled, my hands trembled as I clicked through the slides. I could feel my heart pounding in my chest, and my mind raced with self-doubt. But I kept going, and the world didn't end. I pushed through the nervousness, focusing on the message I wanted to convey. I made eye contact with the audience, and I spoke from the heart. People thanked me for my honesty and passion. They connected with my vulnerability, and they appreciated my willingness to share my insights. That's when I learned, confidence comes from action, not perfection. It's not about being flawless, but about being brave enough to try, to learn, and to grow. Every time you step up, even scared, even when you feel like you're going to fail, you build belief in yourself. You prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought possible. Self-doubt isn't proof you can't do it. It's not a sign of weakness or inadequacy. It's proof you care. It means you're invested in the outcome, that you want to do your best. Everyone you admire has faced those feelings. The most successful people, the ones who seem to have it all figured out, have all experienced self-doubt at some point in their lives. What sets them apart is moving forward anyway. It's their ability to push past the fear, to embrace the challenge, and to keep going even when things get tough. If you're thinking, I could never do that, if you're looking at a challenge and feeling overwhelmed by doubt, know that I've been there. I understand the feeling of inadequacy, the fear of failure, the overwhelming sense of self-doubt. If I can move through self-doubt, if I can face my fears and achieve my goals, so can you. See discomfort as a sign of growth, not failure. Embrace the feeling of being outside your comfort zone, because that's where the magic happens. Each step forward, no matter how shaky, no matter how small, builds your confidence. It reinforces the belief that you are capable, resilient, and worthy of success. Don't wait to feel ready. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it will never come. Take action, and readiness will follow. Jump in, take the leap, and trust that you have what it takes to succeed. Let's keep going. Let's keep pushing ourselves, keep challenging ourselves, and keep growing into the best versions of ourselves. That inner critic, the voice that whispers doubts and fears, "You're not ready, don't mess up," it's a common saboteur. It plants seeds of anxiety, making challenges seem insurmountable. lives in all of us. It doesn't discriminate. It affects people from all walks of life, regardless of their achievements or background. It's a universal human experience. For years I let it control me, allowing it to dictate my actions and limit my potential. I was trapped in a cycle of negative thinking. Walking into meetings already convinced I'd fail, my mind filled with worst-case scenarios and self-deprecating thoughts. I was setting myself up for failure before I even began. But the words you say to yourself, the internal dialogue that constantly runs in your mind, matter more than anything others say. They shape your reality, influence your decisions, and ultimately determine your success. External validation is fleeting, internal belief is enduring. I started talking to myself like I would a friend, with compassion, understanding, and encouragement. You've prepared for this, you've put in the work, and you have the knowledge and skills to succeed. It's okay to be nervous. Nerves are a sign that you care, that you're invested in the outcome. Acknowledge the feeling, but don't let it paralyze you. Positive self-talk isn't pretending everything's perfect. It's not about ignoring challenges or denying reality. It's choosing words that support you, that empower you to overcome obstacles and persevere through difficult times. When doubt creeps in, when that inner critic starts to rear its ugly head, flip the script, challenge those negative thoughts. I can handle this. I'm capable, resilient, and resourceful. I've faced challenges before, and I've always come out stronger. I'm learning every day. Every experience, whether positive or negative, is an opportunity for growth and development. Science shows positive affirmations, repeated consistently, can rewire your brain for confidence, strengthening neural pathways associated with positive emotions and self-belief. The more you practice, the easier it gets. Like any skill, positive self-talk requires consistent effort and repetition. Before something scary, before a big presentation or a challenging conversation, check your self-talk. Take a moment to assess your internal dialogue. Are you building yourself up? Are you fueling your confidence? Or are you undermining your potential with negative thoughts? Write down 3 empowering phrases, affirmations that resonate with you and address your specific insecurities. And keep them handy. Place them where you'll see them often, on your desk, in your car, on your phone. Repeat them until they become second nature, until they're ingrained in your subconscious and automatically surface when you need them most. You'll be amazed at how quickly your mindset shifts, how your confidence blossoms, and how your ability to handle challenges improves. This is a simple, powerful tool, a readily available resource that requires no special equipment or training. You can use anytime, anywhere, to boost your confidence and improve your overall well-being. Try it and watch your confidence grow. Witness the transformation in your thoughts, your actions, and your results. Trust me, it works. It's a game changer that can unlock your full potential and lead you to a more fulfilling and successful life. Here's a secret, a little trick, if you will. It's something that can shift your perspective and boost your self-assurance in ways you might not expect. Your body can trick your brain into feeling confident. It's a powerful connection, a two-way street where physical posture influences mental state. Think of it as biofeedback in action. When you're nervous, do you hunch your shoulders? Do you find yourself collapsing inward, making yourself smaller? Or avoid eye contact? Perhaps you're staring at the floor, wishing you could disappear. That's insecurity showing. It's your body language betraying your inner state, broadcasting your anxieties to the world. I tried power poses before a big meeting, a presentation that had me on edge. I was willing to try anything. Standing tall, hands on hips, like a superhero ready to take on the world. And felt a surge of energy. It was almost immediate, a palpable shift in my internal state. Science proves posture changes your brain chemistry, influencing hormone levels and neural pathways, lowering stress and boosting confidence. It's not just a feeling, it's a measurable physiological response. Stand tall, make eye contact, and smile, even if you don't feel like it at first, even if it feels forced. The act of smiling itself can trigger positive emotions. Smiling releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, natural mood elevators, and changes how people respond to you. People are naturally drawn to positive energy and confident demeanor. Practice confident body language daily, even when alone. It's like rehearsing for life's stage. Over time it becomes natural, ingrained in your muscle memory and subconscious behavior, creating a positive feedback loop. Confidence breeds positive interactions, which in turn reinforce your confidence. Quiet confidence is powerful. It speaks volumes without uttering a word. Own your space and believe you belong. Take up the space you deserve, both physically and mentally. Next time you're unsure, check your posture. It's a quick and easy way to regain control and project confidence. Stand tall, smile, and let your body lead. Let your physical presence guide your mental state. Your mind will follow. Trust that your thoughts and feelings will align with your confident posture. You don't need to be the loudest in the room. Confidence isn't about dominating, it's about being present and self-assured. Just show up as your best self. Authenticity is key. True confidence comes from within. Confidence is in how you carry yourself. It's the way you move, the way you hold your head, the way you occupy space. Try it, and see the difference. You might be surprised at the impact it has on your mood and interactions. No one feels confident when they're unprepared, it's just human nature. I used to wing it, thinking that's what confident people did. It never worked. Everything changed when I started preparing, rehearsing, anticipating questions, practicing in front of a mirror. My anxiety shrank because I knew I was ready. Preparation isn't about perfection, it's about giving yourself the gift of confidence. When you know your material, you can focus on connecting, not worrying. This applies to interviews, presentations, tough conversations, everything. Practice builds muscle memory for confidence. Before big moments, review your notes, visualize success, and breathe deeply. If things don't go as planned, that's okay. Confidence is knowing you can handle it. Invest in preparation, it's the simplest way to quiet nerves. Confidence is built, not born. Preparation is your most powerful tool. Use it. We all face failure, but it's not the opposite of success, it's part of it. The most successful people learn from setbacks and use them as fuel. I once botched a big project and was mortified, but asking, "What can I learn?" turned it into a stepping stone. Reframe failure as feedback, not a verdict. Every mistake is a chance to get better, not a reason to quit. This mindset makes you more resilient and confident. Next time you mess up, write down what happened, what you learned, and what you'll do differently. Treat yourself with compassion. Growth comes from trying, not from getting it perfect. The more you practice this, the less you'll fear failure. See it as a badge of honor. You're pushing your limits. Don't let fear hold you back. Embrace failure, learn, and let it make you stronger. Big goals are achieved through small, consistent wins. Huge projects can feel overwhelming, but breaking them into bite-sized steps changes everything. Each small task completed gives you momentum and boosts your confidence. Set one tiny, achievable goal each day. Send that email, speak up once. Every win, no matter how small, is proof you're moving forward. Celebrate your progress. Don't wait for the finish line. Small wins add up, creating a track record to look back on. Confidence is cumulative. The more you succeed in small ways, the more prepared you'll be for big challenges. What's one small win you can claim today? Start there and watch your confidence grow. Public speaking is a huge confidence killer for many, but here's a quick exercise. Find a quiet spot, stand tall, and take 3 deep breaths. Imagine each inhale filling you with calm, each exhale releasing tension. Visualize yourself speaking confidently and the audience responding positively. Say to yourself, "I am prepared, I can do this." If you can, say it out loud. Stretch or shake out your hands to release nerves. This takes less than 2 minutes but makes a huge impact. Try it before your next speaking opportunity. You made it to the end. Feeling more empowered? Confidence is a muscle you build, one small action at a time. Every time you challenge self-doubt, practice positive self-talk, and celebrate small wins, you invest in yourself. The world needs your voice and your talents. Don't let self-doubt hold you back. Share your favorite confidence tip in the comments, and let's lift each other up. You've got this.